Hello there, my beautiful Sagittarius signs. This is Rachael with Dark Knight Coaching. So today's tarot reading is a traditional Celtic cross spread where I pull about 10 cards for you. And as I tap into your energy, I listen to a song that I'm guided to meditate upon. And it was a bit out of my typical genre, but it was I'm Not Okay, I Promise by My Chemical Romance. So if you're drawn here by the title, then there's probably a message here for you. There's definitely a lot of conflicting messages in this energy, but I'm just gonna kind of roll with it because I'm a Saggy too. So this message is just as much for you as it is for me. I do feel like there is a lot happening for you, and it's requiring a lot of intuition, a lot of bravery and courage, and love. But there is a lot shifting here, not only from your perception or perspective of reality, but from a lot of other things as well. So just settle in and like get a cup of tea or something, because I feel like this is going to be quite a tangent that I get into. But let's go ahead and dive right in. Right away, you're dealing with Gemini energy, or maybe you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or something about Gemini time frame might be significant for you because you have the Lovers card here. This is about love. Could be about romance. This doesn't have to necessarily be about a romantic partnership, but it could be. This could also be about self-love and self-worth as well. This to me though is being challenged at this time because what's crossing you here is the Seven of Wands. That's about standing up for your ethics, your morals, your values, your belief systems, those sorts of things. Whatever love means to you is really challenging you. Now the basis of this foundation and everything is the Hanged Man, which is about a card of perception. So the typical story of the Hanged Man card is about Odin when he hangs himself upside down for I don't remember how many days, but basically he uses this hanging himself upside down in order to connect with his God consciousness, to get clarity on questions he had, and it is a symbol of enlightenment, and that's what the halo around this person's head is. It's symbolic of enlightenment and being enlightened and things dawning on you and having some sort of spiritual epiphanies and things of that nature. But in the recent past here, Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Swords, which is about escapist or escapism type of behaviors, maybe distracting yourself from life. I mean, we all do it from time to time. Like, it's just part of like the reality of having technology and watching a YouTube video and scrolling on social media or whatever. So I do feel like maybe you've leaned into that in the past a bit to cope with certain things, but your energy is shifting because you're really standing up for yourself. People might see you as very cold and cruel and like calculating, and that's what the King of Swords energy is. But regardless of how they perceive you, you're doing whatever is in the best interest for you. And I feel like that's going to create some sort of great opportunity for you because you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So like all of your I don't want to say harsh capabilities, but all of your boundary setting, all of your strategic mindset, I'm getting like mastermind, Taylor Swift song vibes right now, all of everything you've done, like you've had to play chess with pigeons and like all you've done is poop on the board, okay? But you have kept your eye on the prize and you're in it for the long haul, and I feel like that's going to create an opportunity here that's divinely guided. And it's going to open... I feel like it's going to open many, many doors for you, Sagittarius, because you have the Seven of Cups. This is typically a card of having a lot of options. It can also be a card of manifestations coming to fruition. So if you've been sowing a lot of seeds in the past and planting things in the last few months, and you've been really waiting to see like tangible rewards for that, I do feel like it's coming to fruition over the course of the next 6 to 7 months as well. So you might have the sun's coming out right now when I said that too. So you might have some proof to show for your rewards, like some smaller things. But I do feel like for the most part, you're going to have a lot of, you're going to see the fruits of your labor come to light, literally, because the sun keeps getting brighter. So that's a good sign. Now, what your guides and your guidance and your higher self is kind of advising you to do is the Four of Wands. This is about commitment, engagement, celebratory type of energy, So maybe celebrating yourself for your successes, the commitment you made to yourself, and just sticking to it is just, I think, vital at this time to get you to keep you going. Now, people see you as getting out of chaos and conflict and moving into something calmer, more peaceful. That's what the Six of Swords energy is about. It's like you went through these choppy waters, like these I'm seeing river rafting right now in my head. You went through the raft, like the whitewater rafting energy, and you've come out relatively unscathed, but you've come out of it stronger and wiser, and maybe even a little more brave in the process, because even if we get ourselves into like scary or ominous situations, it's kind of how we respond to those that's a true testament to how we not only perceive ourselves, but how we're perceived to other people. And I do feel like you're very wise and very strong, and I feel like people are going to see that if they haven't seen it already. Now, in your subconscious energy, you have the Eight of Swords. This is a card of being trapped in your thoughts. So maybe you're a bit of an overthinker. I myself am really guilty of overthinking, but I feel like you're kind of healing that, because right below that, you have the Four of Swords card. So you're learning to trust your intuition and your gut more, and I think that's going to lead you out of a bit of an anxious or regretful mindset, a little bit of both. So what happens when we are anxious is we're worried about the future, and what happens when we are living in remorse and regret is we are looking into the past, and we were worried about that basically, but it's already over. So it's kind of futile, because we can't do anything about the future and we can't do anything about the past. So we have to live in this state of present momentness, and that is sometimes difficult. A great book to maybe lean into is Ram Dass's, what's it called? Hold on. Okay, I had to look it up. It's Ram Dass's book called Be Here Now. I thought it was called Here and Now, but it's Be Here Now. But something about here and now, or now and laters, might be important as well. So I feel like you're going to really embody that. Now, in your hopes and fears section, Sagittarius, you have Ace of Cups. I feel like you're still learning how to fill your own cup, and we can only love someone else when we really know how to love ourselves first. Otherwise, we're just pouring all of ourselves into someone else, and we're emptying ourselves in the process, and we're giving away too much of ourselves. So you want to come to a relationship with love from a place of abundance already, and not needing someone, but wanting someone. And that's going to be a healthy place to start. The potential outcome here is the Temperance card, clarified by the Six of Cups. This is a lovely set to see together. I do feel like there's some twin flame energy here, but the Temperance card is about finding balance and harmony in the 3D and the 5D. So it's like balancing your 3D life with your spiritual life. And then the Six of Cups is a card of like nostalgia. It can be a reunion from someone coming in from the past that's maybe going to take some time to connect again. And that could be, you're going to maybe connect with that person in the next 6 or 7 months. The Six of Cups is also kind of a card of like childlike wonder as well. So not only is it nostalgic, but it's also like that childlike innocence. So maybe you're going to bring a little bit of more fun back into your life somehow, or through someone. But I do feel like it's going to be perfectly timed, as it should be. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, when it comes to the tarot. If you like this video, make sure you smash the like button. It helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. If you are interested in listening to the oracle cards and the other added messages I have from your guides and spirit and your higher self, then stay tuned. If you feel guided, you can book a one-on-one coaching session or a tarot session with me on my website, in the description, or the links in the description box below, so you can find that there. Now you have serendipity. That, to me, it's just like, this is the divinely timed, whatever connection that's going to be coming in, or whatever opportunities are going to be presented to you because of your strength, and because of this like King of Swords vibe energy, I feel like is serendipitous. It's lucky in a way, but it's also like you had to put yourself there. You had to put yourself in the right time, in the right place. So it's not all just like pure luck. It's strategic luck, and that's what I'm getting here with this like combo. So very good energy. And then you have the medallion. So some of you might be wearing some sort of necklace or protective symbol, or maybe you're going to be like out shopping and you're going to find something that's really you're really drawn to. And that might be something you should wear regularly for means of like energetic protection or something like that. But that's a very positive sign, because before I got on this reading, I had tried to pick a crystal to wear on my necklace, because this is like one of those loop necklaces where you can take out the charm or whatever. So for whatever reason, tiger's eye came to me, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that, because tiger's eye is usually a great crystal for protection. So that can be helpful for some of you. If you want to learn more about crystals, make sure you check out my videos. I have like tons of videos about crystals and different things you can do for protection. I use a lot of sage. Now, since we're talking about protection and witchy things and those sorts of things, I'm going to show you the Pentacle card, because that came out. So Pentacles are often confused with like pentagrams, and that to me is a bit silly, because the Pentacle is actually a symbol of the 3D earthly realm of not only material goods, but like of money and things like that. And the Pentacle is also sacred geometry. So if you want to learn more about that, I suggest you give it a good Google, because I could talk about sacred geometry and all these things for like ever, but I'm not going to waste your time here. But you can protect yourself from negative and evil energies using the Pentacle symbol. So there's a lot of sigils out there you can use for protection. You can't see it, but on my door I have two symbols that are runic symbols of protection, and I just write those with chalk and things like that. Now, you have the Moon Oracle card that says, I bring positive energy into my life. For whatever reason, I'm feeling really guided to encourage you to go to a Reiki healer. Make sure you really try to vet and find a good Reiki healer, because there's a lot of people out there that like do Reiki, and they in my opinion, aren't really like tapped in spiritually. They're just very aesthetically pleasing sounding, and it may not result in anything if you don't find someone you really can connect with. So the next card I have for you is about a full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. If you've been waiting for clarity or closure on something, I do feel like that's your sign or synchronicity that something will be happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the next 7 months. I don't know why I was drawn or guided to count the I want to call them wands. It could be the next 7 weeks even, the sticks. So 7 weeks set to 7 months, you might have a lot of conclusions or clarity, or just some closure when it comes to a situation. Or maybe these choices that you're making to try to choose to move forward, whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. Let's see. Third eye intuition card is practice. It says, how does your intuition show itself? Is it visual or imagery? Is it symbolic or a flash? Sit down and write anything you've noticed that's out of the ordinary and tune in. So when you tap into some of your witchy abilities, or really they're just paranormal abilities, you can really either hear or see, like visualize. Sometimes you can just feel things. These are all the different types of clairs. Sometimes you'll get a smell or a sensation. There's different ways that you can really tap into your psychic abilities. And we all have access to our psychic abilities. It's just a matter of if your chakras are open and if you're in alignment. And once you maybe do some energetic healing, you might be really accessing some of these abilities that are housed inside of all of us that we just didn't know we even had access to. I kind of like to think like Kundalini awakening or chakra cleansing and healing is kind of like picking a lock. Like you have to have all of the little teeth or whatever they're called in a row and in alignment in order for things to function and work properly, to unlock the door, to unlock the key. And I do feel like you're shifting and elevating your energy is going to provide some sort of miracle. And the miracle is that you're tapped in. So The miracle card, when that comes out, I do think of that as like having a spiritual enlightenment or having a spiritual experience organically. The gossip card, it's just like people are going to talk about you and maybe say you're crazy, or they're not going to believe it until they see it or whatever. But that's, everyone's going to talk, whether you do well or whether you do poorly, they're going to still chat. So there's nothing you can do about that, and it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. But definitely something with your solar plexus and your heart chakra are significant at this time, so you might want to work on healing those. And definitely check out my video on clairs. Now, the next card I have for you is action. This is from my Power of Love deck. So it says you have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. So take action on some sort of maybe passion project you've been working towards. And then you have number 34, great vigor. This could also be an age or just a significant number for you. So this one says, with great vigor, you stand upright and robust, full of resilient energy. Inspired and animated by strong purpose, you are ready to wield your strength like a hero. To yield results, you will need to act with steadiness and consistency, standing in your strength, but without mistaking it for omnipotence. Sorry. So how will you use your power and where will you stand? So I don't know why I'm saying omnipotence. Omnipotence is basically when you feel superhuman. Like when you have access to these gifts and these abilities, you're going to feel like an all-star. So stay humble, stay calm, stay aware that most people aren't going to receive that well, but some people might almost like idolize you, and then sometimes people get creepy when they know that you're tapped in and you can access certain things. So do you use discernment and be present in this King of Swords energy, because I feel like you're going to need it in the future when your gifts start coming to light and people start really seeing you for who you are instead of who they thought you were. It's going to be a bit of a rude awakening. And sometimes with that, what's that Spider-Man saying? Like, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's very true for people who are spiritually tapped in. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, please smash that like button. It helps my channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. If you feel guided, please make sure you book a one-on-one coaching session with me or a personalized tarot reading. And I will see you next time.